Look at that.
I know, right?
Every time.
It's the return. It's the triumphant return. Acquisitions Intoxicated. Let me have this.
Okay.
I'm trying to put up a dub here. Yeah, okay, this is...
like we need some horns in the back.
That's
right?
superior. An angelic choir?
Yeah.
Optimally? Yeah. Look, it is something to celebrate. Gathered throng. After thousands of years, we have emerged from the cryopods, and everything is basically the same as it was before, except that we are on the very precipice of a new episode of Acquisitions Intoxicated, Twitch's brewing program. As always, I am your internet friend, Jeffrey K. Horcrims. Now, who is this fellow only recently returned from the East? Listen, I'm trying to turn it up.
Yeah, crank it up to 11.
But honestly, you went on a fucking adventure. Like, IRL, you trekked,
Trekking's a good word.
For lack of a better term. You went to a football game, footy.
Footy, a nice game of Sunday footy. Yeah.
Footy. But anyway, you may be wondering, because it's been so long.
Yeah, a whole week.
Who is this 5 days. Denizen of the deep?
Yeah.
It's Azerbaijan. It's Edge Benson. It's Eric J. Benson, Vice President of Business Development at Penny Arcade, but also Acquisitions Intoxicated Brewmaster. Did I miss any of the? The Notorious EJB.
You got any out of your back pocket you want to just shoot out?
Nope, nothing in there. Nothing in there except some jerky.
Oh, wait. Seriously though?
No.
Oh, damn.
God, no. Yeah, yes, everyone's trying to get a hold of my ass jerky. Now
there's the thing.
I was just going to say, no, I don't see that sacred crucible, so I think maybe today is not a brew day.
Today is not a brew day.
Okay. Well, no, that's great. That's great news, because we have a couple things back here to try.
Today's apparently a drinking day. Tom's trying to get us.
Yeah, he's trying to get us lit up. He's trying to make it. He's trying to make this a very special episode of Black Remnant.
Yeah. We break the table.
Yeah, exactly. Now, Gathered Throng, you know that even with this slight variation, as a generality, we do try to adhere to the hero's journey, as enunciated by Joseph Campbell. What does that mean in a brewing context? Well, specifically this time, it means we're going to go back and try a couple beers that were a little young when we first sampled them. And now we're going to see if the tiny creatures that we coaxed to life inside the beer are done with their work. Mm-hmm. They're too small to have a little sign that indicates it clearly. We're going to have to put their waste products right into our mouths. So, I guess
that sounds great.
We'll see. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a fun job, but it's still a job. Mm-hmm. Yes, fungal slave labor, exactly right. Here. So, Feisty Crabman, I can't promise you anything. All right, now, so we have a couple different products here. Mm-hmm. We got the Null and Void.
Yeah.
And that has a hand tap.
Yeah.
Right.
This was the one we tried before that was a little young. It was the Belgian Dark Strong.
Well, no, and it was good.
Yeah.
It was good, but it was green.
Yeah. I don't know if that's changed any bit, but we'll see what happens.
Well, listen, I mean, we know exactly how to do it here, but the best part is that...
Or do you want to try the Gaussian Blur, which is our...
And that's brand new?
Brand new, our Gauss rifle. This is the Belmont. We might want to try this first.
Oh, why don't we?
So our
palate. Well, yeah, because the Dark Strong, it's gonna make its presence known. This one is gonna have some more subtle flavors, perhaps.
Yeah.
And then, great.
What the hell? Oh, Lost in the Soth.
Lost in the Soth also needs a little bit of extra time. So we'll pop that. I guess we'll just drink for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then
try to tell a story. Cool.
And then, listen,
it might actually.
The fact of the matter is that you have to think about the longhouse.
Yeah.
Right. Think about this situation. Think about it in a gift of gab sort of colloquial setting.
I love it.
I would be surprised to learn that mead were not a component, perhaps, in the telling of tales.
Yeah.
God, you remember when we made mead?
Yeah, it was great.
It was really, really good.
Yeah, super fun.
All right, here. So is it on the...
It's basically the Gaussian Blur's on the main tap, Null and Void is on the secondary one down there.
Yep, I got that. And then we got this jug over here.
Oh, so remember, this was the Belgian Pilsner malt, right?
I'm excited. I'm excited for this.
Yeah.
Right. So Belgian pills, we love that.
White wheat, just wheat
Structure.
malt. Yep. Acidulated malt to give it, the
that's right,
salty
a little
taste.
bite.
But remember, this was the Philly yeast that Micro Homebrew gave us.
That's right.
That combines lactobacillus and
Basically, it's a one
brewing
step.
yeast.
It's
Yeah.
a one-step yeast.
Yeah.
So it's a combo platter. So it's
Yeah.
going to have some. It's going to have some tang, but it's also going to have Belma in it, which is sort of a sweet orange blossom type thing.
Exactly.
Let's see how it goes.
Yeast from a cemetery in
God,
Philly.
it is ice. It is ice fucking cold.
All right.
I'm here to tell you right now. Very interesting aroma. Can you grab me another
totally.
glass?
Whoa, I can smell that from here. Holy crap.
Like,
Woo! That's going to be fun.
that is lovely. Oh, no. Because Ghost is like,
No, that smells great.
that smells great. Remember, this is supposed to have the tang that we sometimes get on accident. Here, just come here. Just put your snoot in here. Put your snoot in there.
Oh yeah, that has a little bit of the sour.
Yes, but it also got that sweet fruit, baby. Now, the tang. Listen, it sounds. You might not always want the tang, but this is listen. If the tang is intentional, then it's pretty good. Here, Jux wants to know if Josh brought us some cakes.
Wait, you made cakes yesterday and you didn't...
No, they're not very good.
Oh, really? This is a vanilla. You watch Vanilla Sky?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. I haven't seen that movie in decades.
This smells really good. I'm so glad we spent the last 2 years developing my palate for sours because
Let's see how much how sour.
Well, we never used this fucking Philly ass cemetery
It's gonna be great.
corpse yeast.
Yeah.
All right, let's try it.
Whoa. That's cool. You got to clean those kegs out after. Real good.
After this one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's okay.
But that is amazing.
That's really cool.
If you like it, that's
No. This is
interesting because this is sour and awesome.
I know. This is a huge.
This is a well brewed beer.
This is a huge win. Not just for this channel, but for America. This beer was born here.
Sure was.
No, and the Belma is so nice. It just hangs out. It's like, hey, what's going on? It is a help to the rest of it, but it absolutely has a sour, like a traditional sour core, right in the middle. But the rest of it does. But it's not like that saison type sour. It's a very specific, focused sour.
Do you remember how we had a couple sours?
Take a sip of this. See now, now we've done the sales pitch to Ghost, and since Ghost likes sours already. It is fucking good.
Remember we had that one?
It's fucking good.
We had a couple beers that were like shock tart sour. This is like a little bit back from there.
Yeah.
Right. It has that sharp sourness to it, but
what's so nice about it.
But it's not like punch you in the face.
No. It honestly, it has all the benefits and rights assigned here to. No, it has like a shandy vibe.
Yeah.
But it's one piece and it's an actually brewed beer. Such a nice bite. Sweet, but mostly tart.
Yeah.
Right?
It has a kind of a juicy.
Oh, it's juicy as hell. Oh no, it's like real citrus bite.
I don't know what
It's not overwhelmed.
No, it's 5%er.
By a bitter hop flavor. So.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying you never even get to the ABV. Like in the flavor profile, you're never thinking of it once. It's just perfect. It's like a it's like you know how San Pellegrino lemonade. Mm-hmm. It's not sweet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it isn't a Minute Maid.
Right.
Isn't a pink lemonade. It's kind of hardcore. This reminds me of that note. It's a pure, clean citrus note, and it's just nestled in the rest of this.
Yeah,
Holy
this is amazing.
Shit.
Dr. Brad, actually, it wasn't so much given to us, like it was a recommendation. This is why I kind of always say go to your local homebrew shop.
You have to.
Because Tony at Micro Homebrew was like, oh, you're doing this? Well, you should really try this yeast out because it's going to accomplish two things for you.
Exactly. Just benefit from their expertise.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like it comes free.
Yeah.
This is just beyond. It is beyond good. That's a festival winner for sure.
No,
like
obviously.
This
goes into production right away.
No, this comes across your desk and you're like, well, I mean, I have to make a big show of tasting the rest of these beers. But I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I'm not actually gonna taste them. I'm gonna go and go, yeah, that's not that one. That one isn't good.
You probably get disqualified because it doesn't have the proper
The aroma.
the proper flavor.
This is pervert shit for sure. And a weirdo.
Oh, very cool. Yes, Tony and Shoreline at Micro Homebrew.
Yeah. See, this is exactly. It's the same fucking guy.
Yep. Yeah, they're wonderful. Tony, and they've worked with us for years now. And he really just loves homebrewing.
Yeah, but Kivial, take a look at the lower left of the video stream you're looking at right now. That is where we go for our stuff. Same place.
Dr. Brad, it was something like Philly Sour. It was a dry yeast package.
Yeah.
And it was like Philly Sour or something like that. It had Philly in the name because it was discovered in a cemetery in Philly.
Yeah. And then it's blended with a lacto. Yeah, I mean it's fucked. It's fucked. Like it's so nice to have a win. Jesus Christ, I feel like these devices have been trying to murder us. Some of these ancient vessels. Yeah, this. Oh my God. You could just fuck around with this forever.
Yeah, like you could add citrus, more citrus. You could add lemon.
No, exactly. So I think
do more hopping.
Yes, I think that there are a million. This could be a life's. There is enough material.
This is my life's work.
Well, no, but for real, there are enough levers in this profile to occupy you for a really long time. Because it's like, it isn't like the way that we brew. Obviously, is a collaboration with the chat. Right. And obviously we have our friends to help us on the back end and stuff like that. But if you are a home brewer, a lot of times you're brewing the same recipe. Like you are iterating the same recipe over and over. And that's not something that we typically get to on this show just because we want to progress. Like we want to fuck around and use weird shit. But you can sit with this fucking cup and go places. Especially on the Belma, I think a great addition would be to essentially treat it like a hardcore Goza and then use tangerine peels or kumquats or something. Turn the actual citrus oil factor up and then leave the rest of the profile the same because it's gonna plug in to that tangy character the whole way up, right? Oh my God, it's really good. All right, now, but we have a bunch of other shit. Oh, I was thank God for you, Ghostly.
Oh, yeah.
Here I am. I'm trying to go after your product. All right, now. Oh my God, it's stellar, and then it just gets better.
Yeah, it's real good. Fantastic brew.
No, but it's a fucking journey. It did take 2 years to develop the palate.
Yeah, right?
Oh, here, can you get in real close in on these suds? I think it's trying to communicate something to us. I want you to look at
it's like reading tea leaves.
It is. Look, but it actually is a form of divination.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, look at these. Look at these sacred sigils.
No, you have to make up more right now.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. No. I think it's just you're welcome.
Yeah.
I think it's a message from the yeast.
Yeah. Yes.
It does look like words.
Yeah. This is what I'm saying. There is something here. Let me backstop it. So you can just see like how crazy.
Help me.
Yeah. Help! Help! Oh my God.
Yeah, it definitely does have a metal logo. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, this is going across.
Right, and it's like jagged. It's like the Megadeth logo or something like that, right?
We have the D&D license, and we've done really cool things like the creature feature shirts. Yeah. But I was talking to Dave, and so Dave knows. The whole design team knows that if I ask them for something, they know that to ignore it. Like,
obviously, that's a smart idea.
At first, it hurt my feelings when I heard this, and it's like, no, the rule is that you have to mention something to us 3 times. And again,
Even Talp knows the rule.
when I first heard about it, yeah, because I was talking to Dave about it on the stream that I do over at his house, and he's just like, yeah, that's the rule. And I'm like, I think this is the second time I've mentioned this, and he's like, no, it's still the first. This is the first one. You have to do 2 more. It's like saying Beetlejuice, right?
Or like, what was it? Candyman? What was the old horror movie, right?
Exactly.
Or
Or
Bloody Mary.
But basically, like, the system is, I've mentioned this to him once.
Apparently once.
Yes, but
Not twice.
we have the a lady, presumably. But I'm saying that we have access to this stuff.
Hold on, that was fucking...
Let's go hog wild.
I finished your statement in my head.
Yes, that's the mark of a true master.
Yeah.
Now, but what
Anyways.
I want Dirty Dwab to do, and I know that he would do it.
Yeah.
I'll just mention it a couple more times because we have that license,
too.
and they just dropped all the Dragonland stuff with like the crazy board game and all that kind of stuff. It's all tied in. I want to do a line of shirts that is D&D monsters, but as like black metal album covers. Like I want a Death Knight shirt.
Yeah. This says Death Knight.
I want to just do those.
Yeah.
Do like that Mind Flayer.
But then, like, it has like location, like
They
of
should
like
be
Kryn
tour
on
shorts.
the back.
They should be tour shorts.
Yeah.
But like some of the stops were canceled.
Like Lord Sauce Castle. You know what I mean? Like shit like that.
Like all the real shit. Knights of Solamnia Hall.
Yeah.
No, I'm just telling you, it's gonna happen. I just have to mention it 2 more times to manifest it.
That's
but
really
the
funny.
metal, like the heavy metal, the black metal
It's just like
logo,
a classic, like
it's a winner.
font, right?
It's a winner.
Like everybody used
it's
it.
It's a treatment, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. All right, here. So we did that one. Now, because Nolan and Void is such a beast, let's tap into this soft. Well, yeah.
Which one was it? Oh, Lord Sauce.
That was the
They're-
Belgian. That was the Belgian strong. Right?
These are both Belgian dark strongs.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
They were
well,
just months apart, or actually a year apart.
All right, here. So let's try. It does smell good. Let's try Lost in the Soth. Great name, of course.
Yeah,
May have gone a little flat, but
that's fine.
Oh no, that's not going to affect.
I've been drinking pseudo flat beer for a week now because of all the cask ales.
Yeah, you've been drinking those cask ales right down from the basement,
my
which of
God.
course I'm gonna try to extract data from you on that.
Oh my God, I could. It was heavenly. Ooh, wait.
That's a big gun.
You get chocolate off that?
Oh, there's no question.
You get chocolate off that nose?
No, but I do though. I do. Listen, it's not. Listen, there's people. If you're talking about wine, obviously, like Ryan, you're a villain.
Yeah.
But it's literally called chocolate malt,
malt,
and they
yeah.
call it that because of the chocolatey taste. It's not. But there's no fucking sorcery. It's like, oh, can you taste the chocolate malt in there? A literal ingredient we put in. Yes, absolutely, I can. Now, but I'm saying the nose off of it was huge.
That tastes great.
That is big. Whew. Fuck me.
Hey, what the hell? Okay.
What a fucking monster.
Yeah, that's a 10%er.
Yeah, it is. You ain't fucking lying there. Jesus Christ, this is like a,
fluid.
it's like for field dressing serious gut injuries
Yeah.
on the battlefield.
You could sterilize and both sedate somebody to get their leg cut off with this one.
They'll do it themselves.
Yeah.
You just give them this and a saw and you just leave.
Have fun.
But that's big, and it's like it's just gigantic. Long story short, like you have to really think about
I've
this
never seen
to
you at a
process
loss
it.
for
well, no, it's
words
because
like
it's
this.
because it is such a beast. I'm trying to get my head around. What is that? No, the chocolate malt. That's because of an ingredient.
Nope.
There's no chocolate malt.
Nope.
Then, oh, is it the candy sugar?
So
It's like dark candy, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
we used candy sugar, pale malt, and victory malt. Victory malt is very bready and toffee.
Yeah. Yeah, it has a heavy candy aspect to it in the final assault on the human craw. Here, I'm going to put this over there. This can't be around. This is a dangerous product. Now, I know. So, null and void.
That actually is, but it's nice. Like
It is nice.
It's way too smooth for a 10%er, and actually, now that thinking about Victory being in there, it's 100% Victory malt.
Well, yeah. I mean, my experience with it is that it tastes. Is that it obviously it's a big beer, but it doesn't taste like a 10.
No, you're not getting any like medicinal.
No.
Out of
And
it.
it's not hot. Yeah. That's done. It actually finished its process and it's done. So, null and void.
I may have gotten contaminated somehow, but
You think?
we'll see how it looks.
Well, here. Let's. I'll try to get some out here. Can we pull up the null and void?
Oh, sure. I think I've already got it. Yeah. Yeah. So this was Pilsner table sugar, which is a classic just to bring up the ABV.
Yep. It's cranked up.
Special B and biscuit malt. A lot of caramel
Yeah.
and biscuity flavor.
Let's see.
Kind of toasty.
Because this is one that we didn't know quite what it was.
Whew. Yeah, something dark.
Seneca Lake. Where? Like Seneca? Like,
Real foamy.
It's the dark foam. Here, we're gonna bring these over here. We're just gonna think about it a little bit. We're just gonna let them do their
fuck
thing.
me.
What's up?
Okay.
ABV?
Yeah.
What is it?
11.
Okay.
Well, don't worry. This one you might not drink.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we might be safe from this one just because.
Yeah, over by Watkins Guns. Yeah, I'm sitting there. I'm like, I've been to Seneca Lake before. Used to live not too far from there.
I feel.
Oh, yeah.
I feel
Did you go
I'm
in?
No, I'm just reacting viscerally to the smell. Something's going on there.
Oh yeah, that's rubbery. That's contaminated. That's Band-Aid. You got the Band-Aid.
Yeah. It's one of the off flavors. Like the other one is the butter one, right? Which I mean can be good with the right beer, I guess. But I think that generally rubber is not what the true palate seeks in a beer.
Yeah, I used to race motorcycles at Watkins Glen, actually.
Okay, I'm starting to warm up to it.
Yeah?
I'm starting to warm up to this burnt rubber. Yeah, you're right. I'm not sure we've ever gotten this particular infection before.
Well, I try.
I'm excited. But no, that's it. It's a Band-Aid. It's like the like when you get it right out of the package and you pull off the little extra label, you're like, oh yeah, that smell. That smell that we love to drink.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of nope.
I don't hate it. Now I've gone through the fucking looking glass.
Yeah, you've really...
Now I'm through the fucking looking glass. This is exquisite, actually, IRL.
The fuck was in those other two beers?
Right? Loves Band-Aids. Yeah.
It's lovely. Here.
Yeah, you brewed it. You have to taste it.
Okay, that's fair.
Here.
I understand.
I'm just gonna here. We need a couple more.
No, you need. I don't need shit.
No, you're fine. No, I'm just saying we're gonna give some to the Ghost. We're gonna give some to the Josh.
Yeah, right?
What did I do except make you eat bugs?
I didn't make you do it. I provided you.
You just put bugs out there.
Yeah, listen.
Whatever you did with them.
I just bought a bunch of lizard food. Here you go. Can you hand one of these back to
Oh yeah, it's
High
Jorash?
quality lizards.
It's just like I did not make you eat bugs, but did I buy $100 worth of bugs and put them in front of you with a can opener?
it's a
Yeah, this doesn't smell bad.
it's a smell I wouldn't normally smell. Like it doesn't say this smells like a beer.
No, it doesn't at all, actually.
I'm here to tell you right now that you're gonna love this flavor. Yeah,
That's
it's good, is what it is. Oh my God.
What the fuck?
That is
almost smells
exquisite.
A little bit like root beer.
yeah.
What?
Yes, it
No,
smells
yeah.
like.
And it has such a nice here. The core is nutmeg and cinnamon.
Yeah, it has like a weird
Prove me wrong.
beer flavor. Like it's not quite. It's in like that ballpark.
Yes.
No, it definitely does. It's,
Yeah.
It's not good. It's definitely bad. You can tell that. But But it does have those flavors in there, which is interesting.
Yeah, I mean that's what's drawing me in, right? I mean, I guess we'll see.
There's also heavy Band-Aid in here.
Right?
Well, yeah, big Band-Aid.
You know what? It's like it's when you put a Band-Aid on, but you put the ointment. That's what it tastes like.
Well, it also has that.
Neosporin?
It has,
I don't know what that tastes like.
It has that rich.
Yeah,
you do though. It's
more
right in the
like-
cup.
But no, you know what it smells like though.
Yeah.
And that's what it tastes like. That spicy, like hot and cold.
Yeah, nutmeg.
Vicks.
Yeah, like Vicks Vapor Rub.
It has notes of Vicks.
Notes of Vicks.
Yeah.
And Vapor Rub.
Yeah.
Look, we've all seen the notes of horse blanket, so
Yeah.
Vapor Rub isn't a.
It's not outside, but I'm telling you that this gentle, nice.
It has a weird
I've
root
had
beer
worse
to it
beers.
though.
I have had worse beers, in the last week. I'm just saying that whatever else is happening, that is what it is. There is a really nice, interesting spice core.
It has like not like a sarsaparilla, like it tastes like
Wow, you guys are
very
fucking
old
stretching for this
school
shit.
beer.
Yeah.
Oh, it's there.
Yeah, it's like
It's
imagine
really
like
when
like
you
the
take a
actual-
nice swig, there is that root beer there
Yeah.
that is then tainted by the rest of it. But it is there.
The root beer is definitely there.
It hits you.
Yeah, it's
It's just lovely.
weird.
It's
Still
incredible.
not good.
Incorrect. It is actually the best.
No,
and
listen, Gaussian Blur, that was good.
We're changing beer as it's known. We're disrupting,
disrupting beer.
Yeah.
beer's
It
disrupting
been,
beer.
does kind of taste like those awful root beer beers.
The candy?
No, like
the
Underwaters
pretend
or,
ones.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was thinking it
like
tastes like.
Bodine's Twisted Pea.
No, do you remember the wax candy root beers?
Yeah.
horrible.
That's what
Hell
that is.
yeah. You bite it off and then
you get the shitty wax, and then you get the root beer apparently in the middle.
And if you drink enough of those gross root beer beers, they eventually taste okay. I think the same with this. You'll get used to
well,
the
no,
other
actually, that's where
bad
you're wrong,
tastes.
Josh, because even the first one of these is exquisite.
No, it's not, Jerry. You're just confused and drunk.
What that was, I don't know. That's
You want another? Because nobody else is going to drink it.
no, I can't because it's 1,000,000%. But I'll tell you this
It
much.
doesn't taste like a
No,
55%.
see, I was just gonna say, all the poison and Band-Aid flavors completely cover up the alcohol.
Like I would not figure that would be 10%.
Yeah. You could put that in your gas tank and drive home, but you would never taste it. Oh man. It could be. Man, this is what a great flavor. Anyway.
I'll trust you that you love it, but good lord.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I mean, I'm gonna have to calibrate it, right? I'm gonna have to like come back from the edge.
Yeah. Because you fucking went.
yeah, after
you
it-
Thelma and Louised it right over the edge.
Yeah. Because essentially, after 2 years of trying to understand what's going on with sours and appreciate them and respect them, now I don't know what's good at all anymore, and now I'm just going hog wild.
Yeah. Hey, you're just loving. You know what? You're loving life.
I am
Just
though.
live the
I
dream.
am though. Hey, so tell me about these. Tell me about these cask ales.
Yeah, it was fucking wonderful.
tell me
Every
about your-
pub I went into, there were 10 to 12 casks on engines. And I'm like, okay, this is wonderful.
Or, no, do they call them real ales there as well, or is that mostly a Scottish thing?
No, it's a cask. Okay. They're all big, signed, like really nice old wooden board that says cask ales.
But it's like,
And I'm like, oh.
but the wild part is that if they've got 10 or 12 of these on tap, I mean, that must be a significant part of the market that comes into that pub and wants to drink that.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Wants to drink that type of beer.
But then there were also another 12 taps that were just regular nitro or carbon or
yeah,
beverage,
traditional, beer delivery apparatus.
What's the term of the CO2? It's a CO2 oxygen or nitrogen
Mix.
blend, and yeah,
carbon,
whatever, the regular carbonation.
which you get in the tank.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you had 10 or 12 more pints on that, and it was like, good lord.
God, and you were there with the German.
Oh yeah, we
Right.
got.
And so my guess is that, well, I'm gonna say, I mean, the drinking with him is not wise.
No.
And did you experience this as well?
Yeah, but I think I got him more drunk because I was buying. So I got a little payback, you know.
That was brutal. Yeah. Oh my God. That's like, I have never, look, honestly, you know what? Shit. The other time, I was about to compare it to the only other time I've been in such a grim state. And that was also drinking with Germans. What's going on with these guys? No, it was the same thing. It was when I was over in Munich. And I met my friend Marcus Ziegler, right?
Wow, really?
Yeah, it's pretty German as a name as names go. It's pretty German, I think. And he was like, I was like, hey man, it's so cool. You can get Spaten, you can get all these crazy brands. And he's like, what? No, you need to come out here.
Yeah.
And he's just like, this pub or this bar has refused all of the specific branding so that they can carry,
Like really?
well, they can carry Munich's micro brews, right?
Yeah, totally.
And he was right. This is the place with the German man in lederhosen, but the bar itself is actually like a Japanese style izakaya, where they're like grilling squid.
That's amazing.
And chicken.
Every part of that visual is fantastic.
He's even got like the fucking hat. Like this motherfucker went all in. But I'm just saying, like the last time that I was as fucked up, like the next day, like I have had beer before, you know what I mean? But 2 times I have been just ruined by the experience. And one of them was with Christian and one of them was with Marcus Ziegler. They're built different, man.
Amazing.
They're built different. They'll hurt you. So what's going on with this beer engine? We have the manual pull, and so essentially to pull that beer up from a cellar temperature, it's essentially a manual process.
It's a manual process, and in that pull, when you're pulling the engine
also,
back,
yeah.
it's carbonating it as well.
It's doing it in real time. I thought that the carbonation in cask beers was mild because of its preparation and its storage.
Well, it's mild because of that, but then the only carbonation you get is the pull. The engine is
oh my God,
creating it.
I did not understand that that's what the difference was. So this is actually manually carbonating it at serving time? Ah, Jesus. Did you have anything that was really good?
I can't remember the names.
Of course not. It sounds like you were trying to beat Christian.
Yeah, I did.
At drinking.
It was great.
And so, but I mean, yeah, this might affect your ability to retain trivia.
It was just like you go in and there's so many, and it was like, oh, I'll try. Just serve me an ale or serve me a bitter. Just I don't care, right? Like I just want to try it. They're like, oh, we got this, we got that. I'm like, just dealer's choice is what I said. For the most, you know.
So was this about the time that you sent me that text that says we need to plan a Euro trip? Was it in the throes of one of these drunken revels?
That was completely sober.
Oh, just bone sober?
Yeah.
Just ready to go?
I think I just had some fish and chips. I'm like, we got to plan a trip.
Listen, I love these chips. I love this fish. You know, the only thing that's missing is Jerry. I just wanted Jerry right here eating the same stuff.
It's true.
I can do it. No, now, Laserstein, that's true. I was not drinking with Germans when I had to do the Cowboy Killers. It was even worse. I was drinking with people from the Midwest. Their lives are such that medication of this kind is a requirement, and I respect them, but I'm not built to handle it.
I grew up in St. Louis. I know.
I'm just not built to handle it. Right? Yeah, they gotta. Yeah, I think it's because they can't see the ocean. I think for a lot of them, I think that they think it's something that's on TV. They think it's like special effects. I can routinely see the ocean, and it has a calming, soothing effect on my soul.
That's true.
In that dark place.
We just have rivers who want to kill us.
Yeah, only beer. In the grim darkness of the Midwest. And God, they might have an extra liver, honestly.
I mean, they don't have mountains either, right?
Well,
They probably just think the Earth is flat.
Every now and
They're
then,
flat earthers, that's the problem.
dude, that's what we need to check out. We need to figure out if flat earthers come from there. Because the whole and they're like, would you fucking look around? I remember Mike and I, I've never actually been like agoraphobic. Like my dad is that way.
really?
Well, was.
Oh, well, yeah.
Until he was murdered by cancer. But, you know, that's not a joke. So don't. Really? A man is dead, Ghostly.
My grandfather died from being murdered by
I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it.
My grandfather died too, so another man is dead.
Yeah, but my mom. Oh God, your
My
mom.
mom died too. Yeah, so top that one.
I lost.
Both of my grandfathers are dead.
Yeah, me too, Josh. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my life also has meaning. I don't know.
Also, my great-grandparents are dead.
Fucking, you know what?
It's true, Josh. Solid point.
Have another one of those.
I can't handle this anymore.
I'm pretty sure my great grandparents are dead too.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
My great grandparent faked her birth certificate so she could work.
Nice.
Yeah, they were doing a lot of that. But honestly, like when you're talking about your great grandparents, like I feel like you're editorializing a little bit. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh no, like apparently they have problems getting Social
Okay.
Security.
All right. Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, that makes
but
sense.
yeah, my mom has had to pig wrestle the VA
Oh,
for years.
yeah, I'm sure.
Holy shit, man! It's some WWE. It's for these grandmas out here. It's WWE.
Yeah.
Like they gotta fucking suplex these people just to get their regular money from their hero husband's death. It's fucked up. Now, let's turn it back.
What are we talking about again?
Yeah, Fat Baron, I drove from New York to Seattle, and yeah, it's real flat.
Oh yeah.
For most of the time.
By Kansas.
Oh yeah. Hey, well, Jim Miles, it's my great pleasure to welcome you to Acquisitions Intoxicated and the greater family of Penny Arcade streams. Know this. Just later today, in fact, at 2:30, we're going to be doing some live role play plus wargaming, the War PG. That's obviously Taup's nomenclature. I want to make sure that Taup gets the respect that they deserve. But we stay going crazy on this channel for sure. If you're into wargaming broadly, just people hanging out, I think we've cornered the market. But on Thursdays especially, so Kiko has a lot of points to paint. So hopefully you are going to be fine playing the burn and pillage scenario against
sounds fun.
me.
Oh, the one that Kiko and I went back and forth on?
Exactly right.
Anytime. That last game that Kiko and I played, that last match,
It's one of the.
was probably one of the funnest times I've had wargaming.
It's one of the best. It's one of the best streams that we've ever done between those three, because it represents a really significant shift. Which is to say, it represents the shift between boarding your opponent, like tabling them, and playing the game and winning on points. It's really, really a significant change.
Yeah.
Right.
Hopefully you'll roll better than.
Dude, yeah. I was able to win against Kiko last time, and I did not deserve it. And also the dice. This is the weirdest game ever. Like I would say, watch it, but also it's like maybe it will infect you or something. It's insane.
Yeah, your dice rolls have infected me because I've been rolling ones for months.
This was a wild one.
On a 2-up, you missed 5 times out of 6.
No.
Are you talking about me or him? Because I feel
me.
like I did too.
No. So my mega boss,
Uh-huh.
I'm like, mega boss is coming in to clean up, and so I want him to do kills. I want him to kill units on his turn so that he can get strength from victory and start building up his attacks and his HP,
cool.
right?
So cool.
And so I'm like, well, certainly 8 attacks will be sufficient for a 2 hit point enemy. Nope. No. It was fucking.
minute.
It was
8 attacks from a
8
mega
attacks,
boss.
1 wound, and then he saved that wound. So it's the same as having no mega boss, essentially.
Amazing.
Kiko wasn't rolling any better.
No, it was dark. It was dark. It was so dark. It got to the end where we were talking about like doing the pile in and like maneuvering the units around. At the end, he was just piling me in. He was just like, you know what? Let's just get through this. Let's just push it through.
Kiko threw a dice.
He threw a dice down.
That makes me happy.
Flung it out the doorway.
That makes me so happy.
It was so bad. But anyway, what I'm saying is that come Thursday, it's going to be, I'm coming off of a high.
I guess so.
I also have sacred talismans from the Meiji Jingu, and I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it during the day of the game.
I'm gonna open that fucking bag on you. Just get all of the,
Then you'll be cursed, though.
It is what it is.
I'm already cursed. Maybe it'll just, flip it up for me.
No, that's true. Now, Nevermore. Jerry, Wheel Saint is going to win, yes. But which is your favorite of the pitches? Wheel Saint. So, let's do it that way.
Yeah.
Still good. Now, So we need vibes.
Oh yeah.
Gaussian Blur ended up being a success.
Fucking
of course, that's
amazing.
tied into our
Battletech.
BattleTech scenarios, right? We got some new terrain. It looks like to show off today.
You goddamn man.
Well, listen, I'm trying to drum up, enthusiasm. It's fine.
Right.
Now,
Just joking.
but we do need themes. We need vibes, as they
Yeah.
say. No, voting is not live yet, Duggo. I'm going to put that up maybe on Friday.
What number of beer are we on? We're close to 200.
Probably.
Oh
We'd
god.
have to check
I have to
that.
import it all, but I think we're over 200.
No, yeah, Nerd Herder, exactly right. A precious amulet. Car Wars, yeah. I mean, that's good. What's funny is that Mark Holmes and Bronze are talking about, like, so how do you role play Wheel Saint? And I'm like, yes, I think you do Car Wars.
Either
Right?
Car Wars or Gaslands.
Yeah. Either one of them would be fine.
You
No,
just do the same thing we're doing with BattleTech.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's really just a matter of, gosh, that is tough.
Why? But that's easy.
No. I'm saying choosing between those two systems.
Oh yeah.
I think Gaslands might be more appropriate, just because you can get those, like all the classic cars that we're using for
Yeah.
Wheel Saint. You can just get those in awesome Matchbox cars, like amazing Matchbox cars.
This is episode 195.
194,
200.
195.
Yep.
Man,
Oh shit.
are we close to beating Saved by the Bell at this point?
Yeah, exactly. Fuck you, Zach.
Yeah.
Wolfoid beer. Ooh, we like that. No. Car Wars and nominee. Yeah, Orion Rogue, we actually did a sponsored stream of Car Wars
Oh yeah. It was,
from Steve Jackson, because
Yeah.
it all came back via that Kickstarter. And what's so funny is that its system for how you manipulate opponent cars, it's the same way that, like, there's games like, let's say, Crokinole, that don't especially have like sophisticated, complicated rules, but the way that they are essentially just modeling these physical properties and perfecting that skill of, like, physical, like dexterity type games,
Yeah, totally.
manipulating.
yeah.
There's a lot of headroom in that. It's the same way that, like, Settlers of Catan is not mechanically a sophisticated game.
No, but the depth is there.
The depth is there because trading for resources is the only way
Yeah.
to really succeed. And that's, what is that inside the manual? That's like, okay, barter with players. What is that in real life? It's this really, really sophisticated interplay.
Yep.
Right? And if we're manipulating these cars and moving these cars, where just the physical way they touch the opponent car tilts them and shifts them out, I found it very exciting. But Gaslands,
Gaslands is
Gaslands
great.
has very quick
Oh,
resolution.
Both of them are just awesome for different reasons.
Oh yeah, but I think especially because Gaslands is really going to be about these crazy turns and skids, I think that it could really work, actually. I wish Holmes was here. I just wish he was close.
Yeah.
Because we would do shit all the time. All right, now, President Gorilla Banana Beer, I mean, such a thing is real. Settlers of Catan.
Wow.
Brr. Okay, yeah, that's true.
I mean, you could put all three of the
Oh, yeah. Vote on all three.
vote on all three and make it.
True. Sorcelator, Wheel Saint, or... Now, take this opportunity, of course, it won't take very long. They're just individual one-page pitches that you can see up on the Penny Arcade site. It's just the last 3 comics. Take a look. Pass through there, see what you think.
I'm sad I won't get to see the guy with the collapsible sniper wand, though. Because that is just such
Well, and that's a whole
image.
the collapsible sniper wand and the case that it's in. That's a whole scene where he's building it and there's these potions and shit. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. But I really do think that could work as a traditional novella. Just like really like lean in and write it in this self-aware, silly way.
Full Tom Clancy, like.
Well, yeah, more or let that. Who's the dude that writes all those weirdo porn things about dinosaurs and planes and shit?
What?
No, hold on.
No, it's real, unfortunately.
Like
Chuck Tingle.
Chuck Tingle. Yes.
Of course, these perverts know.
His last name's Tingle.
No,
It's a pen name.
I'm sure.
It can't possibly be.
There's no
What's
way.
that?
What?
Apparently he's a heart surgeon.
What? He's just fucking around with this?
He's just fucking around with this. Apparently he's like an actual doctor. An actual like heart surgeon or something.
What the hell? Yeah. But I'm saying that in that parody context, like there's gonna be less pounding in this, unless it's the pounding of a club or some other type of bludgeon.
Yeah.
That's gonna be in there. Hugo nominated. Fatberry, I do not have any Adrian Tchaikovsky beer products for you. Yes. Now the Kickstarter book, there's gonna be some pounding for sure.
Yes.
No pounding? What's the point then? I mean, you're making a case. You're making a great case here.
Billings, Montana. He's an erotic author and Taekwondo grandmaster.
I think that's pretend.
How can you be a grandmaster and almost black belt?
Yeah, I thought they gave that shit away for. I thought they gave black belts out for like fucking candy, like free at like
I think when you
pays,
get serious,
pies.
they like it's like there's like the oh here you go, here's black belt. Then there's the actual
Oh,
no.
Shauza, that's really good, and it might get stolen. You messed up bad with that.
Devil takes the wheel. Nice.
Yeah. Just Satan take the wheel.
Yeah.
Just as the title for it, because that's what they're going to choose.
Right.
So as the title for it, that would be great.
You do another spicy beer, and call it Satan Take the Wheel.
Yeah. True. But see, now we got the hook. I mean, now we got a great hook, right? So, Wheel Saint. Now we need to figure out some styles that might be good. We've done a couple rad Australian sparklings recently because so we probably don't want to go back to the Australian sparkling.
Well, it's like, are we talking about the Halo
exactly.
wheel?
You know, honestly,
right?
do we need to drill farther down?
Yeah.
Oh, here. So the first option is the Halo itself. Mm-hmm. Okay. There's also Purgatory.
Ooh.
Oh my God. All the hooks for that are so. All the hooks for it are so dumb. So, well, parts of it are dumb and parts of it are cool. Like when Mike and I are doing it euphemistically.
Not
When we are engaging in, it's hard. Kind of fucked up there too.
Yep. There it is. Boom.
Sex between men.
Hello,
So-
Mr. Tingle.
It's me. No. But basically, here's the hook. Why I think I hurt Ghostly. I hurt Ghostly with the last one. But no, essentially, making something that is at both like a scourge of something and also its exemplar, like that's the most fun. Where it's like it is actually cool. Like it's so weird and dumb and bad that it just becomes cool again. This is sort of our specialty, right? And so Purgatory, obviously, at the beginning of time, Purgatory is just a gray
Avoid.
expanse, right? But the whole idea of Purgatory is that the souls there are slowly becoming more pure. And so it's actually their sin that is expressed, and it collects and creates these shapes with mountains and roads, and it's just echoing the world of sin, right? It's very, very fun. Anyway, so Halo, Purgatory, Cranston Snort. It's not time for names.
It's pretty good though.
Abbey style beer. No, that's funny. Especially since we're talking
That
about this
is really
Catholicism.
funny. Yeah.
This Catholicism technique. Yeah. Regurgitory. Right here. So we have the Halo, we have the Purgatory, and then we have like the evil car, which in the terms of Wheel Saint is called the Beast.
Nice. Oh God, you've seen the Never-Ending Story, right?
Yeah. But not until I was an adult.
Really?
Well, I couldn't,
Again?
right?
Like
I couldn't.
again with this shit?
No, but on this one, I was just like, Brandon was just like, you haven't seen it? I'm like, no. And she's like, we have to fix this right now.
Yeah.
Instant rental. That is fucking sick.
What's the
Labyrinth also sick.
Oh yeah, but what's the wolf's name in that Never-Ending Story? Warg?
Oh, you mean like the
Not the nothing, but the
No,
the
no,
wolf.
no, the special flying wolf.
No, not
No, that's
not.
the dragon.
Yeah,
No, the wolf in the cave.
the wolf. The wolf. No.
Also hiding from the nothing.
Yeah.
Oh. Mork?
Yeah, good morning.
Mork. There we go. Yeah. That's what the beast remind like that concept.
Oh, yeah.
No, Falcor is the dragon.
Val fucking core.
Yeah.
It looks like a dog.
Same
Yeah, it looked like my Australian Shepherd was named Murphy. Everybody called him Falcor because he looked exactly like fucking Falcor.
But just the say my name shit with this princess, and it's like
Oh,
the
yeah.
book, and it's like that is it's like a cool dark fantasy version of Grover's There's a Monster at the end of this
Oh
book.
yeah, absolutely. But I mean
The
that
idea that reading the book is itself part of the story.
that horse scene has generated so many memes and fucked up an entire generation of kids. Like fucked us all up.
It's brutal.
It was brutal as a kid. Like oh my god.
But that's just it. It's like we did that shit in the 80s.
Yeah.
Like those were essentially fairy tales, but they were bad.
Yeah.
They had important pieces of information to communicate.
Right.
They want the beast. Fair enough.
The beast. Okay. All right.
All right. So the beast is. Let's see. I'm trying to remember what it is here. So pull up a browsito.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me find this. Yeah. It's a GNX.
A what?
It's a car called a GNX.
Yeah, 350,
Yeah, I think so.
375. No.
It's a car.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's classic. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying that. So this is. Let's pull one of these up. And yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's the Buick GNX. Look,
Christ.
so that is the beast, right? And so this is what we're talking about. Yeah. J3Z. The beast is a Buick GNX.
That's great.
Right? It's so like it really is interesting, and Mike's version of it is really, really cool.
The funny thing is, it looks like it's like half your grandfather's car, half trying to be a hot rod.
No, this is the thing that's so bizarre about it.
Hot rod hearse.
Yeah.
Yes, this is what makes it so perfect.
Yeah.
It has hearse energy,
It does.
right? The silhouette has hearse energy, especially with that slit window in the back. This is a solid call.
Yeah.
But it's this weird combination of rigid geometrics and then like odd curves, like from the
Yeah, wheel
window
well.
down to the front.
Yeah.
The hood is kind of weird. It's like
No, it is
it
weird.
doesn't fit in with the
No,
rest.
it's a
This is what Josh is saying. It's a hybrid.
It's a Buick hood. That's what I mean. The whole front end is a fucking Buick.
Yeah. No.
Drive people to the funeral.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's really, really cool. So anyway, that is the beast. So imagine it possessed of a sinister and ravenous intellect, whose purpose is, so the whole idea, and this will come up later when people vote for Will Saint, but the idea essentially is that, from an ecumenical perspective, souls in purgatory, the idea, indeed it's in the name, is that they shed this impurity, they shed this sin, and that's what creates the environment that the Will Saints have to drive in, right? But essentially, but people also pray for those souls. And so that can cut the time down because like
Purgatory. Yeah.
no, exactly, but like from a theological perspective, it depends on the era, what the Vatican thinks of purgatory, right? But one of the major thoughts is that it might take 1,000 to 2,000 years to be completely purified. But those prayers can extract them. They can shorten your sentence essentially, right?
exactly.
And when that happens, that's when the race starts. So that soul is somewhere in purgatory.
Yeah.
and that's when they're off the blocks, right? They're both just waiting for it.
Right.
Because purgatory is essentially a type of neutral ground. It's the last opportunity for Satan, the
tempt you,
the
yeah.
betrayer,
Yeah.
to seize you.
Oh God, Jesus, you're Satan to the design team. It's 3 times. You have to ask. You have to tempt them 3 times. Jesus.
But they get tempted. I mean, that's the thing. They know the ideas are incredible. They know that they're legendary. Yes, the adversary. Exactly right. I'm telling you, like, Catholicism is a potent IP.
Yeah.
So no, the wheel Satan does not race against Satan. The wheel Satan races against the beast, which is
The arbiter of Satan.
which is his agent in this neutral place. So. So we need to figure out what might be cool styles. And now that you have seen the
one-
physical form of the
An
beast,
imperial stout.
How many wheel saints are there?
there's one at a time.
Just one?
Because if there were any more, it would be an incursion into neutral space. If there's simply an observer in purgatory, we're getting through.
Yeah,
Imperial.
actually-
You know what? And we never do imperial stouts.
Right.
Ever.
Who said it? Flavored? No, Blind Cleric. Like Ghost, like the GNX looks like the Daniel Ketch version of the Ghost Rider bike. It has that same feeling.
Yeah, it's a really odd combination of geometric and organic shapes. There is no pit crew Talp because his car is an angel.
Yeah, it's your pit crew's built in.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
The wheel is a halo. The armor is an angel. The end. I'm telling you, it is dumb, but ballin'. Yeah, see, Zymurgical Scrivener, like Kit. Now there's 2 T's in Kit.
Or like Christine?
I'm telling you, the 80s were full of this idea, right?
I think a Schwarzbier would be kind of neat too.
Yeah,
Because-
they're very drinkable,
Yeah.
fast.
Right. Exactly.
What's the traditional like monk beer? Like old
a
school
Trappist.
Trappist?
Yeah.
That might be kind of a.
But I mean, if we did, like, if it was the Halo, that's where I'd put a Trappist in, right?
Yeah,
Not for the Beast.
that's fair.
Yeah, on the Trappist ale side. Yeah, because they're sweet. Like Trappist ales have a Belgian character that includes like legitimately novel sweetness from these wild yeasts like banana, clove, bubblegum, right? Not demonic.
You could do a Trappist, but
Actually, I like
pollinate.
Brianish's Rauchbier idea. That's another good
Oh,
one.
Rauchbier, yeah, a smoked beer.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Get smoked.
So Rauchbier is a beer where a percentage of the grains, and then we should actually, when you're coming over to build models on the weekend, we should
could
just
smoke beer.
we can applewood smoke some grains for it. Now it's a percentage of the total because if you used full smoked grains for a beer, it would not be good.
So when you talk to brewers, they'll use at most, and like that, this is the maximum edge, 15%. Like, and that's like crazy pants.
Yeah.
Because it's just so prevalent.
Exactly, and we're going to be using a gently smoked applewood grain.
Yep.
If it's a Schwarzbier.
Right.
Or excuse me, if it's a Rauchbier, right? But yeah, I mean, a Rauchbier has like almost like savory or sausage type taste, depending on the wood that you use. But the stuff that we did with the applewood
That was
is
fantastic.
kind of interesting,
Yeah.
right? And it's easy to make.
Yeah, we
That's-
could smoke meat at the same time.
No, we should just do the full meal deal. Just
They're literally meal.
Make it. No, I'm saying make it a weekend activity.
Car sausage, yeah.
Now, Telp, you wanted to know what models we were building. I cannot tell you. Smart asp. What I'm hearing is that 6.66% of smoked grains would be in range. Yes, and it would be really interesting.
Yeah.
Like bring it down. It's can be part of it, but that could be really interesting, right?
Mike Roush car. There we go.
Times, bruh. Hey, so Times, when are you heading to another PAX? You let me know.
Wait, you named the car? Wait, who? Oh yeah. Oh, it looks like a Monte Carlo. Yeah, that's a classic.
Yeah. PAX U? All right, I'll see you there. Not PAX Oz? Not this time? Yes, dates for PAX Unplugged were confirmed
Hey.
in the larger release about West. Right at the very beginning of December,
Still that
which
first
will be
weekend?
nice.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going to be nice. We can, because we'll have a little bit of production time in the rest of the month, but we can actually chill at the end. But honestly, the one of the most fun things we have ever done in the studio was when we did those Middle Earth streams
Oh my God. Yeah,
with
that was
Chris
fucking
Pramus.
amazing. Yeah.
Like, it was really heartwarming.
Yeah.
Like, to just come out, learn this game, like, have fun in the studio, like, in the middle of winter, not 100% safe to drive to the office.
Oh
right?
no, I was in Bugman's, right, at Warhammer World.
Yeah.
And having some pints of cider with some of the rules guys. And
Whoa.
I was
Whoa, no, go back. I thought Bugman's was a coffee shop that was in Warhammer
no,
World.
it's a restaurant and bar.
What?
Yeah, it's awesome. And then you just go over, you can bring beer from the restaurant and bar to the fucking tournament hall and play all your games. Because, you know, they don't have weird American rules where you can't do that.
Well, they don't have that legacy, right?
Yeah.
Rauchbier it is. Wow. Yeah. So I like this Rauchbier concept, but I do think that there is something savvy about reducing that percentage down to 6 or so percent, so that it's an element of the beer, but it's not the entire thing, right? All right. So Rauchbier it is. Let's get it.
But anyways, instead of talking 40K, we're talking about the Middle Earth stuff. Because it was
It's
so
special.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It's special. It's a special system. You could, Nerd Herder, you could mess around with what aspects of it are savory too, and then keep in mind that, you know, there's lots of yeast options that you can use as well to emphasize different aspects of the brew. Oh, PAX U was great this time, Talp, and it was actually awesome. I had a chance to hang out with Pyrrell a bunch, and you will, of course, if you've been in this channel for any period of time, you will, of course, recognize that handle. But I actually had drinks with him. It was awesome.
Okay.
All right, so Rauchbier. Now, the rest of a Rauchbier is not super complex in its construction, right?
No,
Yeah.
not at all. So first we're going to want to talk about our ABV. It's usually 4.5 to 6.
Okay.
So if the beast is pissed, like
Yeah.
I guess it depends on how fast you're going, right?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, so let's say...
what does that mean in these contexts of this beast?
So let's bring it all the way up.
I mean, you could make it 6.6. 6.
I was already doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're playing with some... If you're appetizing a person like with an alcoholic drink, Nerd Herder, you're playing with some really complex things that we expect from a flavor profile, right? But yeah, I mean, a Rauchbier generally isn't gonna. It's not usually a big gun.
No.
But if we're messing with the profile and we take it to 666, and we use a strategic, reasonable amount of smoked grains that we have smoked ourselves and are gently smoked over a sweet wood like apple or peach, this could be really interesting. Basically, it's going to be a beer with a hint of hellfire smoke.
Apparently,
I mean, it's going to be kick-ass.
Apparently, I was wrong. This is telling me that German Rauch beer, they use Rauch malts that make up 20 to 100% of the grain bill.
Oh God!
I was told by brewers that it's like 15 max. That's crazy.
I mean, maybe in the U.S., but I mean,
Yeah.
you know, listen.
You can do 66% now.
But those
No
are
fucking way.
old. But those are old brewing traditions, right?
Yeah.
And those beers and those recipes come from an era where it was even more constrained.
Mm-hmm.
So when it came to what they could use to modify the flavor, their hands were tied in some ways. But if they modify the grain, well, that brings it back in, right?
Yeah.
It's a loophole. Well, we sold it too hard. They want 6.66.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't see that one coming. You have to fucking rear view mirror that.
No. 6.66, the number of
The beast.
All right. Now, so where else are we going to go? We need that SRM.
These are actually not dark in color. I mean, they get to the amber side of things, but
Yeah, the
it's
smoke
usually
doesn't color because the grains are smoked, but they're not toasted.
But
right?
like 12 to 22, where 22 would be like sulfur. It has
Yeah.
a very sulfury, look to it. 12 is a little bit. 12 is like you had more prayers said for you.
Yeah.
Where 22 is like, no. You didn't have a lot of people there.
Yeah, nobody was doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like how smoke filled is this interior? No, we considered it J3Z when we were talking about the actual license plates for the Beast, and then ultimately we actually liked the idea that it was sort of trackless and unknowable instead. See, 12. Honestly, 12 to 22 is one of the best ranges that we've had. That's really significant.
Yeah.
But yeah, this might even be like the wicked smoke that drives the car itself. It could actually contain the creature.
The Vin of the Beast. Jesus Christ. Times.
All right, man, it's getting close there at the end. But
No?
no, 22 won out hard at the end.
Okay.
No, Occultist, I completely agree. It's legitimately cool. It's a really strange combination of cool and dumb, but it has to be more cool than it is dumb.
That's the barometer.
22. All right, now we need the IBU.
Yeah, so 22 to 30. Because
Interesting.
The thing is, you're not using a lot of hopping because the smokiness is kind of taken.
It's key.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's really, just it's an ale before anything else, right?
Yeah, which means its overall flavor profile is not too crazy. So what is the
Oh, sorry, it's a lager. Excuse me.
yeah. What is the tanginess inside here? Right? What does that represent as a narrative property? Right? Yeah, I think that sin, that's the whole the whole purpose of sin. Right? Is that obviously there's an attraction to it. That's the hinge of the whole thing, right? Is that it is appealing for obvious reasons to mortal creatures with limited capacity to imagine eternity. So, inside the context of the hop, how do you draw that line back? Is the hop essentially like the incense? Right? We're talking about something that, right? Because there is something we can use to inflect that. And we're going to have great options. It's just a matter of how big a part of the flavor do you want it to be? And honestly, I think people are choosing pretty well right now. Dr. Irrefutable, I've got great news for you.
It's with Beast, right?
The Beast! Now, Dr. Irrefutable, listen to this. What would you say if I told you that in like an hour and a half, specifically at 2:30, that Black Remnant would make its triumphant return
Dude, it didn't go away.
to the Penny Arcade Twitch channel? Yeah, exactly right. All your favorites, Stavern Otho,
Love them.
right? The other characters, they're all in the show.
Yeah.
Like, I did that for your benefit, Ghostly. And I'm not sure if we'll have a chance to put those into the UI today.
They are.
Oh, cool.
Of course, it would not be a huge surprise if Josh already put them in, but our friend Mike Krahulik just did really cool custom art for all of our characters that are inside
So cool.
the overlay
That
now.
game was so cool.
Oh, well, it's on its way, Doctor. Now, 26, easy peasy. We're good.
26, okay. So I think first we start out with what percentage of smoked malt do we want to use? And apparently the world's our oyster on this one. Like the whole range is available to us.
But what's funny is that I think this might be a really interesting opportunity to go off style because they're saying 20 to 100%, and we're not considering anywhere near that.
So you're saying you want to sin?
Well, I'm saying, optimally, yeah. I'm saying
The beast is
so percentage of smoked Gren. Now we start with 6.66, which, as you know, is the number of the beast.
It's gonna be full.
Or
Oh yeah, 16.66. Yeah,
exactly right, 16.66.
Good job, Williams.
Or
Or 6.66.
it's up to them,
Yeah.
right? Or 66.6.
Oh, I thought. What was the first one you put? I thought. 6.6. Okay, yeah.
So listen, we're getting that number. Nope, don't do it. We're getting that number of the beast in here. God damn it.
Multiple ways.
Yeah. Okay. Boop, boop. Sorry, I misunderstood the UI very briefly. Yeah, I've seen that 2 times. I think it's all incorrect. Fermented blood, is that a thing?
Yeah.
Is that part of it?
I mean, blood pudding,
Blood sausage.
blood sausage, blood pudding, right?
Motherfuckers
It's not fermented,
stay
but
eating it.
shit's in it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't be hard to ferment it.
I mean,
know-
Kiss
we know
did
how.
it, right?
They-
Didn't they put
they're
it?
all-
That was in a comic.
That's
Not,
it, with
not in a
ink,
beer.
right?
Yeah.
The blood. times new putting. Gross. Yeah, exactly. Doug, you're exactly right. Like Occultus Obscura, for someone who, claims to represent, the unknown mysteries of the occult, it seems like we should be coming to you with this question.
Yeah, Top. That was the one thing I didn't get to try was black pudding. Unfortunately, just wasn't available. Where I
saw
was going.
I saw some when Brandon and I went to Ireland a million years ago. We got the hotel room that had we could come down and have the breakfast buffet.
Oh yeah.
And so we went down, and then I saw a tray that had something in it, and I didn't know what it was, and I would never eat it, and it looked really weird. And then I looked at the sign that said blood pudding, and I'm like, well, yeah, I mean that tracks.
Yeah. But no, I'm obsessed with steak and ale pies now. Like, I've gotta learn that
Brenna was
recipe.
talking about your picture. She's just like, yeah, that looks pretty good, man.
I ate so many.
But then she was looking at the vegetables, and she was like, I don't know about these vegetables.
They were left. Yeah, I mean, with me and vegetables, I did not eat a single one of them.
I was like, you know what?
I should have took a before and after
These
photo
vegetables,
of that shit.
it was like these vegetables have a reputation.
Yeah.
Put those over there on the side.
Yeah.
You ate chewy ranch and a bug in tea, but not blood pudding.
It's a good point. You can't really argue that.
Yeah, but I mean, what I would say, Nevermore, is that one of these 3 things has blood. That's my differentiator.
You ever had steak?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
You don't drink the blood.
No, but blood's in there.
It's
Blood's in it.
there's no blood in the steak.
No blood in the steak.
Ghostly clockwork. It's plasma.
Dude. Blood's in everything. Don't worry.
They want the number of the beast, and that's fine.
Which one? You got 3.
I'm sorry. They want 6.66, which
that's
is
good.
the correct choice. It'll also be very easy for us to
Okay.
Perfect.
So we'll just put some smoked malt in here just to start. Okay, so do we want to go with Munich,
Ooh, base grain.
Munich or Vienna for our base grain? Munich is going to be more malty. Vienna is going to be more bready and sweet.
Victory?
No, Vienna.
Vienna. Oh, yeah. I have had Vienna.
That's right over there. You can have it again if you really want to.
I think I will, actually.
You should do a side by side.
Honestly, between Vienna and Munich, I think it's worth
Absolutely.
trying to figure out exactly what's going on here. So let's hit this Vienna.
Pyro, we're making a Rauchbier.
That's very good. Let me compare that to the Munich. Oh, the Munich is much better.
Oh, just for your palate, or like
Yeah,
you're like, oh, this shit's great. Fuck
Vienna.
Fuck Vienna.
Fuck
yeah.
this crap. No, the Munich is a much clearer, obvious sweet.
Yeah.
It's a
More,
malty. It's a more
malty
traditional
to me.
malt sweetness. The Vienna is more of the muted sweetness of a baked good, but it's very solid and stable.
Yeah.
But yeah, you really have to go back and forth between the two to see it. But the Munich is like shockingly sweet, at least to my mind, compared to the Vienna. The sweetness in the Vienna malt is obviously there, but it's sort of cloaked with a bready mouthfeel. I saw that there's a new beer from Rubens that specializes in using Golden Promise. And I'm like, yeah, you caught up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's so good.
You caught up.
Yeah. Like, welcome
Took
to
you a bit.
10 years ago,
It took
right?
you a bit. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
you got there. Good on you.
I love Golden Promise. Like, beers brewed with that stuff.
Well,
Oh
no,
my
it's
God.
exquisite. It's exquisite. I'm just saying, like, they could have been doing it for a minute.
Oh, yeah.
No, they want that. So I think that the sweetness, in terms of how the chat is addressing the concept, I think that's they want sweet because there has to be a kind of illicit attraction, like the sin attraction.
That's a good way to, I like
So
that.
let's hit it up with the Munich.
The Munich, sure.
Yeah. Now, Golden Promise for the Halo beer, no question. Woof.
What was
Man.
our ABV app for this one? Obviously, so,
I've got great news for
some
you.
kind of 6.
6.66.
Yeah. Okay, so we could be done here with no more, like, this is it.
Yeah, because it's Munich. That's going to be the base, and then we're gonna, and then a percentage of that we will smoke.
Yep, and what was our SRM, by the way?
SRM is 22.
22, okay. So, or we could commit a sin and put, like, something else in here, like chocolate. Or,
Bring it down a little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, basically go off style.
Or Victory.
Go off road.
Yeah, I guess, is Victory going to heaven or hell? I don't know which one. Maybe do you put it in the Angels beer or the Beast beer? Or
Yeah.
the Halo beer or the Beast beer. Guess it depends on which car is driving.
Yeah. So chocolate malt would be going a little bit off road, and it doesn't have to be a lot. It can just be part of it. And then no more is obviously one of them.
Or we could do make it caramely.
You think about a crystal or a caramel?
Either crystal or special B.
Special B, you say? It's comically good.
Yeah. I mean, you can put some milk on that. And
It's
just eat it, right?
stupid.
Yeah.
How, like, toffee
You
sweet,
can smell it from all
toasty
the way over
caramel.
here,
Special B is. I mean, it tastes frosted, and it's a literal. It tastes like it's frosted. Anyway, yes. So Special B would give us a dark, sinful sweetness. Man, it just keeps going.
Yeah.
Because it has like this nice little nice little touch of like toasty character from the sweet.
Yeah. Rye would have been another good choice.
Oh yeah, I got
Scrivener.
I got this right here.
Yeah. I mean, it's spicy. It's a hint of spice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, rye is just such a. It comes at the whole thing from a different angle.
You're right.
I mean, you can even just tell by visually looking at it how different it is from these other grains. Oh shit. Well, looks like Special B. I think we can just skip to the end of this
Skip
one.
that one? Yeah.
I think they want that toasty. They want something in there to pull you in.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but honestly, I think it's a great choice because between the Munich and the Special B, the rest of the malt bill is going to stand up to the portion of it that's smoked.
Right.
And it being as sweet as it is, I think is going to turn it up a little bit.
Okay.
I love that. Let's see. So we're looking at the hop situation now.
Yeah.
So hopping is at 26 IBU. So
what we're gonna look. I mean, the first one I want to I think put on this list is Tet.
Oh. Yes, obviously, because I'm like inside this sweetness.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a little like a subtle earthy spice, that's actually gonna really, really kill it.
And it's classic German hop too.
Yep, for a classic German style.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now what else are we looking at?
Northern Brewer is another one that is kind of middle of the road. It's clean, it's crisp, it's balanced.
Yeah, a good ale hop.
Yeah. I mean, it's good in any. I mean, it's just classic.
Think about it.
The reason it's a noble hop,
No,
right?
it's controlled.
Yeah.
I think that's basically what Northern Brewer is. So if you're thinking about what this means in terms of the wheel, it's a tight, controlled, precise brewing edition, essentially.
And one that I really want to find.
And then keep in mind, of course, that the earth itself, if we're looking for vibes, the earth itself is considered to sort of be the locus of fallen creatures and sin, right? Gods of the earth. Yes, exactly right, Severna. Yeah, God, I mean, I can understand the challenge, right? Because both of those are so good.
Saz.
Yeah, so another classic German.
Yeah. Czech. Saz is actually Czech.
Oh, okay. It makes sense, but they use it there a lot, right?
Oh, yeah, totally. Earthy, herbal, spicy.
It has a little bit more earth. It has a little more herbal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are winners for sure. No, exactly. So, Brianish, I think that there are some very nice notes around the earth as a fallen place for the flavor. Northern Brewer is really more the demonic wheelman.
Yeah, it's essentially
this
the
is
skill.
the
It's the
tight
skill of this.
yes.
The car.
This is the grip on the wheel,
Yeah.
the precision. But man,
It's kind of your enemy, or like it's the.
it's up for.
Yeah.
There's, man, this is going to be really good. Any one of these would be great, but I think that they're going for a great choice. I'm just a sucker for fucking Tet.
Yeah, after I mean that is back from.
It's been so good to us for so long. Like Tet has just continued to
Well, it
deliver.
started with Jim's Velvet Cape, and then to the rope.
and then the Velvet Rope,
Yeah.
and then the SCA event.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe this is the year. Maybe this is the year I go do another one.
Yeah.
It was good times for sure.
Maybe it's the year I do another. I'm the one. I do one a year, and that's it.
Well, yeah, you do the big good one, right? Out east.
But it just
No, they want that Tet. God damn it. The devil's Tet.
Wow.
I know, right? This is perverted stuff. Now, so Tet now we're looking for a yeast.
Yep. So, a classic one is going to be a Bavarian lager. Full body, rich, malty flavors, right?
Well, yeah. So just basically lean in. Full bodied. Yeah. Just chewy, right? And you know about that, like when you drink a Kolsch, it's like this is a solid thing that you have to chew through and eat,
Right.
like food.
Right. Yeah, there we go.
So that'll give it a substantial. I mean, obviously, if we look at the Buick GNX, this is something else that has a substantial body.
Right. We could do the Munich Fest, a Munich lager. This is more well-rounded and smooth.
Okay.
Oh God. Okay. Well, if we can get this,
You can find the yeast.
No, the Munich 2. This is probably going to win it, but it produces. It's the same as the other. It's malty, but it produces a low sulfur taste. I mean,
Uh-oh.
yeah, that's kind of.
But the truth
that's
is
really
but the
tilting the scales there.
Yeah,
But
the truth is, sulfur is definitely a big note. It's a big note in a lot of yeasts. They enough that they typically have to emphasize where it sits,
right.
just as a byproduct. Yeah, Kolsch ale yeast. Yeah, it's in that same vein. Oh yeah, this is going to be quite sophisticated, I think, in terms of the flavor profile. There's going to be a lot going on because we've built a great beer, and then we're putting a percentage of, and a relatively small percentage of smoked grains in there.
Yeah.
I think it's a huge win.
Yeah. That's that. It's just the small amount of the smokiness is going to be just right on the top.
Exactly, especially tucked into the rest of the vibe. Yeah, huge win. Well, looks like they're looking for that Munich too.
Yeah. Didn't see that one coming.
Well, it happens. Yeah, Branish, why would you? Why would turn into the skid? This is what we were taught. Now, the beast, Buick GNX, Wheel Saint.
Yeah.
We now need names for this beverage. We have reached the naming portion.
Smoky in the beer.
Buick what? Buick
GNX.
Yeah, 0 to 666.
Wow, nice, Brianish.
In there, the number of the yeast.
7 deadly gears. That's great. Purgatory, yep.
Oh yeah, Purgatory. Yeah, Cranston Snort back at it.
Stout at the Devil. Nice, Jux. That's fucking great. Angels and Asphalt? That's a fucking show.
Yeah, I want to see that show.
That's the name of the Gaslands stream.
Styx Shift up Submergical.
Oh, damn, that's great too.
Styx Shift.
Highway to Ale? Amazing.
Fuck, man. Yeah, TNP, exactly right. Highway to Ale. You already got a great one in there, you goose. 7 deadly gears. I got you in there.
Yeah. I don't know. Stout at the Devil is pretty classic.
Oh, dude, that's how it has to end. That's how it has to end. So they have to be like at each other's throats in the gears, and then the Wheel Saint has a 7th gear.
Oh, that's fun. Or it just appears. The 7th gear just opens up.
Too much.
A wheel with the devil. Yeah. Four-stroke and cyclical. Jesus.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough. We might have one called Number of the Yeast, but this is better. All right. Names. Let's get it.
Smoked Halo. Jeez. There we go. Floor to the floor.
All right, I'm gonna wait for about 10 more seconds, and then I'm gonna put this vote up. Mephistopheles.
Nice.
Nerd. Nerd. All right, now. Taste it. Feel it. Smell it.
Man, they're all real good.
Brianish voting for his own name.
It's not like kind of putting yourself in the director or the writer putting
Yeah,
yourself
but
in the movie.
it is. Or it's like if you're like in Rat and then you like wear a Rat T-shirt.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you still get a vote if you're running for president. I mean, if you voted for the other person, it'd be weird.
Well, I thought that was what you're supposed to do.
Really?
Yeah, it's like you vote for the other.
It's cool.
Everybody- well, it's just a.
So. Vote for yourself unless you don't.
No, you got to lean in. Yeah, Six is pretty fucking good. Oh my god! Hold on. And then Styx Shift ended up being the number 6.
Nice.
Look at this. Phosphor Whiz goes 666. The number of the beast. It's a type of beast. How much you want from me? Look at Styx Shift. All right, let's just accept that this is the case. Now, Gathered Throng. We are going to radically reconfigure this performance space to become a place of war. In fact, war PG, as they say. We're going to be back with Black Remnant, a tale of the Scion chapter, the spin-off chapter of Othos 88, which of course you're familiar with as knowledgeable individuals from the inner sphere. But it's going to be hot. Listen, I'm gonna get all the money that I owe you, Talp, and I'm gonna turn it into drinks at the bar at a PAX. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Now, we're gonna configure all this kind of stuff, but I think we made something really, really great today. I think that Mike will be excited about it. We should definitely pull him in for that because, oh God, he'll hate the Rauchbier, but it'll be funny to watch his face.
Oh my God, yeah. You
Yeah.
will hate everything about
It will
this
be
beer.
that part will be really bad, but it will be really
Yeah,
fun
Yeah.
and funny.
The funniest thing is he would like that beer if it wasn't smoked.
Yeah, exactly. If it didn't have that Devil's Sixth.
Yeah, because it's a lot like the ones that he's liked have always been lagered.
German classic taste.
lagers.
It's like Gaussian Blur.
Tangy. He might.
Maybe.
He might. He's never encountered something like that before, right?
I don't think anyone
It would be brand new. Well, yeah. It's the market can't. The market's not ready. In any case,
Disrupting beer.
exactly.
again.
One stream at a time. All right, now I'm going to grab the Machinery of the Universe. I'm going to put it over there, and then remember 2:30, right back here. War PG Black Remnant. Come see it. Ready? Huh.